Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching the whole and well. Salutation, peace, and blessing unto the hopeful elect of the house of David, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and are waiting on Yahweh Shai to come and deliver us, right? And also pushing for the word, whether people hear or forbear, right? Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson, and let's jump right into it. So it says here in Ezekiel 7 and 5, thus said the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. Right? And evil and only evil is come, meaning bad time. Right? There's a precept. It says here that the brother asked me a question the other day. He asked us the question the other day about the meaning of it, and at the time I didn't know, but coming to think of it, this is the perfect time to bring it up, huh? Because it says what? The evil and only evil, behold, is come, and evil is a representation of means bad times. So that's what's ahead of us. So let me bring it up quickly. It says here in Ecclesiastes 12 and 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few. And those days, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay? And why is that? Because that represents, in a sense, the prophecies and the future. The future, in a sense, the only thing that's awaiting for it is evil. Like I said, evil is come. Behold, evil, they wait for us, man. They wait not for us, but wait for those that don't believe and don't serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says here, an end is come, the end is come, it watches for thee, behold, it is come. So again, an evil and only evil, behold, is come. Right? We're going into a time of when we're walking over dead bodies is natural. It's gonna be something like it's gonna be your typical Monday, right? To walk over corpses. Alright? It says here, Amos 5 and 10 and 18, it says here, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness. As I said, those that look in the window are darkened. Why is it darkened? Because the day of the Lord is darkness. Okay? There's nothing good. During the time of Babylon, the downfall of Babylon the Great, you see the economy is going to crash, man. That means that we're going into hard times for everyone, right? Okay? Everyone's going to go in, those that live in this side of the earth, they're going to go into hard times, man. Okay? It says the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And if a man did flee, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. So that's just to say that there's going to be tribulation at every side, man. So there's going to be things happening on each side, man. Okay? One thing after another keeps happening, you know? There's not going to be rest in the time of Jacob's trouble. Except the Lord is covering you with the tawab, you know? The mark of exemption. Except the Lord is covering you and shows mercy unto you, you're going to go through hell, man. Okay, the time of Jacob's trouble is not going to be compared to any other time. Okay? So it says here in Amos 5 and 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, because of all the evils that are going to happen? Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? And even very dark and no brightness in it. Like I said, there's going to be situation after situation after situation, to the point that even some people are going to seek for death but won't even find it. Alright? So it says here in Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay, so this time is going to be something new. It's something that never happened in the earth, man. Right? So it's going to excel the flood. It's going to excel the time where the Lord flooded the whole earth. It's going to excel the time of World War I, World War II. It's going to excel the time of the slaveries. It's gonna overcome. It's gonna overexceed all the expectations of whatever humanity has ever known, man. It's gonna be a time like never before, man. Okay? And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Alright? So if Jacob's trouble did not have an end, all humanity will be destroyed, man. No flesh should be saved, man. But it says what? But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So for the elect, the Lord is gonna make the day of trouble short, man. These days, even now, we're seeing that the time is flying, man. Time is flying, man. We're almost at the end of the first month of the year, man. The so-called year. Okay? We're almost at the end of this month, man. Okay? Like, again, it says that except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Okay? So we're coming in a time that was never seen before, a time that's not comparable, a time that's gonna be worse than wherever you can think of. It's gonna be worse than that. Okay? It's gonna be worse than whatever you can think of. And if those days were not shortened, if the Lord did not have mercy and shorten those days, there should not be any flesh left alive. Okay? This is how the times that we're going into is going to be, in a sense, horrible. Okay, it's going to be atrocious. It's going to be a time of hardship. It's going to be a time of despair. Okay, and we're not going into hard times, man. The day of evil is coming, man. Okay, but again, for us, it's good news because we want this. We want the day of evil to come because the kingdom of the Most High cannot be here while wickedness is still established. Okay. So wickedness has to be rooted out for the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to come into place. Okay? So the Lord has to wipe out all this wickedness and refresh it and restart anew. Okay? And it says here in Ezekiel 21:8, again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also is furbished. So we're supposed to tell these people, the sword is coming. Death, destruction, pestilence, famine, these are the things that are about to happen upon this earth, man. This is the message that the Lord wants us to tell them. Okay? Tell the world. Ultimately, we're telling the elect of the Most High. We're seeking to warn the elect. Okay? But we're supposed to preach unto everyone so that the Lord is blameless, because everyone knows the truth was out there. If they don't hearken to the truth, it's on them. Okay, the Lord is justified to killing them because He warned them, and they did not take heed to the warning. Okay, so their blood shall be upon their own head. Okay, but again, we're supposed to tell these people that the sword is coming. Evil days are about to happen, man. Prepare yourself. Seek the Lord 10 times more. Call upon the Lord while He may be found. That's what we're telling the people. Lest He die. Okay, because why? The sword is sharpened, man. Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is furbished to make a sore slaughter. Okay, to kill. It is there to make a sore slaughter, man. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Is it the time to be partying? Is it the time to be in mirth? Is it the time to be having, And there's nothing wrong with, having get-togethers with brothers and, enjoying the little bit of time you have left on this side, But our mind is not on party mode. We're not in La La Land like the rest of these people, man. We're actually looking forward for the destruction of this wicked kingdom, man. Okay? But again, should we then make mirth? No, man. The destruction is coming, man. We need to be prepared, man. Set that house in order. We're supposed to set our house in order and make sure that we're found in peace when Yahushua comes back, man. That we're not found as enemies, but rather faithful servants. That the Lord, when He comes back, He tells us, that He says, come up hither, thou faithful servant. That we get delivered out of the destruction that is about to happen. Okay? So we see that tawab. Again, it says what? Set a mark on those that sigh and cry. Should we then make mirth? Right? Set a mark, the tawab, on those that sigh and cry. You're supposed to be in a mournful state. You're supposed to be sorrowful. You're supposed to lament for the trouble, for the affliction of Zion. Okay, for the affliction that Israel has to go through in this wicked society. The evils that are being promoted in Jerusalem. Okay, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Okay, the wickedness that's covering the whole world, the darkness that's covering the whole world. You're supposed to be mourning and sigh and cry for the wickedness that's being done, man. Okay. That's the mindset that you're supposed to have in these guys, man. And again, we shouldn't make mirth. Again, why? Because the destruction of this place is about to happen. And if you don't prepare yourself, you're gonna be caught lacking, man. Okay? As it says, when they shall say peace and safety, why are you mirthing? Because you think everything's alright. Because you think everything is cool. Because you think there's no danger in sight. You're relaxing because you think everything's alright. So when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction will fall upon them, and they shall not escape. Okay? That's what's going to happen unto these people. They're going to die because they didn't prepare themselves. They didn't seek the Lord while he may be found. Okay? They pulled away their shoulders and decided to go party and turn up and go to the club, not knowing that this kingdom is on its way out. Not knowing that the elites of this world on this side, the wicked elites, are planning to set up the New World Order. Okay? The NWO. Okay? They're planning to implement the MOTB. And these people, they're out there partying, not having a care of the world, not having a care in the world, Salakia. Okay? Completely through, man. You know, that's why they're sheep for the slaughter. Most of these people, they're just waiting to die. Okay? So again, it says here in Revelation 14 and 18, and another angel came out from the altar, which had the power over fire. And he cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust thy sharp sickle, and gather the cluster of the vine of the earth, for the grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out from the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle. Okay, so basically that's gonna be like basically saying how blood is gonna be there's gonna be so much blood in the times to come that it's gonna reach the horse's belly. Okay, so it says here, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. Okay, so this is how much the height of blood, the amount of blood that's gonna be shed on the earth, man. Okay, we're coming in a time of great death. We're coming in a time of great slaughter. Okay, and that again, that's an angel. That's the spirit of vengeance. Okay, that was sent to do that thing. An angel told another angel to go do these things, man. As it says here in Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28, there are spirits that are created for vengeance. Okay, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force, and we're coming into the time of destruction, and they're gonna pour out their force, man. Okay. And appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made them? The Lord. The Lord is sending those angels to go and accomplish his will. Okay? That's why it appeases them, because the Lord wants these people to be destroyed, man. Okay? It says here, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And the Lord is going to send all these plagues upon the earth, man. Famine, death, hail, plagues, you know. He's going to send them all for his vengeance. Okay? It says here, the teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents, and the sword. As I said, the sword is sharpened. Okay? So even wild animals. Okay? The wild animals, Isa Edom, the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So at the end of the day, who are those that the Lord is targeting? The wicked. Okay? Started with Isa Edom and the other nations on down, man. Okay? And the 2/3 of Israel. As it says, 2/3 of the nations shall be cut off and die. Why? Because they sided with the devil. They sided with this way of life rather than to turn to the Lord. Okay? Instead of following Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they refused and went down to Egypt so they can add sin unto sin. Okay? And that's why they're going to be destroyed. It said all these things are for the punishing of the wicked to destruction. Okay? They shall rejoice in his commandments. So these angels are not going to they're not going to think twice if the Lord sends them to kill. They don't ask questions. They just go and do it, man. Okay? And they shall be ready upon the earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his words. So like I said, as soon as the Lord says, get him, go get this guy, man. Go get these fools, man. They go and they execute judgment, man. So as the word of the Lord does not return void, man. So when the Lord tells it, yo, I want this guy, and this guy, I want them dead. The angels, they go and they accomplish the will of the Lord without hesitation. Okay? And again, we know that the Lord wants this place to be destroyed, man. So it says here in Isaiah 66 and 15, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury. And again, the Lord is angry with the wickedness that has been pushed, that has been done in this world under the supervision of Asa Edom. So the Lord is coming down with anger, with fury, okay? And his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. And plead goes into judge. He's going to judge all flesh, man. He's not coming to ask you, oh, come on, man. It's time to turn from your wickedness. The Lord is going to come down. You know, the Lord is not going to come down from his throne to come down and speak to you personally. You know, have a private session with you and tell you, you've been going off. It's time for you to repent now. Come on, Esau. You've been wicked long enough. You've been killing your brothers. You've been killing your brother long enough. You've been poisoning your own people long enough. It's time for you to turn back and follow the right way. No, the Lord is coming to render judgment. To plead is to judge, man. The Lord is going to judge them, okay? It says here, he's going to plead all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. So the slain of the Lord shall be many. Again, the Lord is going to have the highest body count, man. The Lord is going to kill most of these people, man. As it says, even Yahushua, when he comes back, he's going to thread the wine fat alone. Okay? Yahushua is going to have the most bodies, man. Yahushua is coming with great wrath. The day of judgment is in his heart. He's coming to kill. But again, it says fire is kindled. What if fire is already kindled? Okay? I come to send fire on the earth. What is it? What would I if it be already kindled? Salakia. I came to send fire on the earth. What will I if it be already kindled? Okay? Because before Yahushua comes and sets order in this place by destroying the rest of the world, by taking over the world, Salakia, there's already going to be seditions, wars and rumors of wars, pestilence, famine, all these things already. The world is already going to be in a state of chaos before Yahushua comes. Okay? But when he comes, you know that it's the end. Okay? The end of this wicked kingdom, because he's gonna take over the world. He's gonna take what is his, what is rightfully his, and set righteousness on the earth, man. It says here, let me see. Just to prove the point that, Joshua 10 and 11, to the point that it's the Lord that's going to have the most kills. It says here, they were more which died with the hailstone that they with the children of Israel slew with the sword. So again, it's the Lord. Salaki, I'll just read it. Joshua 10 and 11, and it came to pass as they fled from before Israel. So these other nations were fleeing from Israel in the time of Joshua, and were in the going down to Beth Horon, that the Lord, who did it? The Lord cast down great stones from heaven. Okay, as I read before, there are spirits created for vengeance, and what is one of those spirits? He said fire and hail. Okay, so the Lord in that moment, he casts hailstones. Okay, and again it says, what is then will be now. Okay, we're in a story that repeats itself. So the Lord, again, back then he had the most body counts. This time the Lord will have the most body counts. Again, he flooded the whole world, man. He flooded the whole earth and saved only 8 souls. Okay, so that's a power not to be played with. Okay, the Lord is mighty to be feared, man. It's great to be feared, man. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. Okay, so it says here that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died. And there were more which died with hailstones than they which the children of Israel slew with the sword. All right, so the Lord killed more people than Israel, than the army of Israel. Okay, and during that time. Okay, so now back to Esau Edom, because we know, as I said, the sword is sharpened, and Esau Edom is the sword of the Lord. He's the rod of the Lord's anger, who is an instrument of chastisement. So Esau Edom was used to chastise the Israel, okay, and now the punishment of Zion is coming to an end. So there will not be need of this instrument in the kingdom, because now our punishment is ending, and we're going to be righteous. The Lord is going to put the law, statutes, and commandments in our inner parts. We won't need to be reproved anymore. Everything that we're going to do when we have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inner parts in the kingdom of Yasharallah, in the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is going to be righteous. Okay, it's going to be according to the will of the Father. Okay, but until then, Esau Edom is that sword. Esau Edom is a rod of the anger of the Lord. Is the rod that the Lord is using to correct us. So it says here in Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth. Wherever that devil goes, is to kill, steal, and destroy, man. It's only to cause havoc. That's like a havoc. Okay? Wherever that devil steps foot in, as soon as that devil steps foot in, wherever place, is to cause havoc. Okay? To cause chaos, to kill, steal, and destroy. Okay? So it says here, it was given unto him power to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. Okay, and there was given unto him a great sword. So the Lord gave unto Esau Edom a great sword. Okay, and again it says here in Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens. Again, why do we rejoice? Because we know that after all that after the smoke clears out is the kingdom of heaven. After all the hardship, after all the tribulation, after all the madness that's going to happen, we know that Yahweh Shai is going to come back and establish righteousness on the earth. The heaven and earth shall pass away, but with fervent heat. Okay, heaven and earth shall pass away, meaning this rulership, this kingdom is going to pass away. Okay, but as I said, Esau Edom is the beginning of it. So Esau Edom is the end of the world, meaning the end of this age, meaning the end of the time of the Gentiles. Okay, the rule of the Gentiles. It ends with Esau Edom. Okay, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Okay, so that's just to say that is the reason why we rejoice, because we know that the kingdom that we're gonna have is gonna be an everlasting kingdom, and we're gonna rule in righteousness. So everything is gonna be in order. Okay, and that's what we want, order. Because this land lacks order, and this is why having this understanding and knowledge, it makes us mad. It makes us angry. Having this knowledge makes us angry, because we see that this world is being run through madness and wickedness, and it should not be so. Okay, so it says here again, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and of the sea, for the devil, aka Esau Edom, aka the so-called white man, okay, the self-proclaimed white man, okay, the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And again it says here in verse 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman. The woman is a representation of Israel, okay, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, okay, which keep the commandments of the Most High, that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So again, Esau Edom is going to come down with great wrath. First off, because what? He wants to eradicate us, not the 2/3, because the 2/3 are already eating in his hand. The 2/3 are going to follow the script. The 2/3 are going to going to bow down to this wicked system. Okay, the 2/3 are not a threat to Esau Edom. Okay. But those that that keep the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, okay, will not bow down, because we will only bow down to the Lord. Isaiah Yahweh Shai said, "The Lord only shall thy the Lord only shall thy worship and bow down to." Okay, as he told the devil himself. Okay, so it says here. Revelation 13 and 15. Okay, as I said, they will not. We will not bow down. We will not bow down to this wicked system. We will not bow down to worship the beast, because we follow after the commandments of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. It says here in Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, so even in the time of Jacob's trouble, there are going to be some of us that are going to be put to death for the testimony of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so that the Lord may be glorified in our bodies. Okay, as it says, let me see if I have that. It says here in Philippians 1 and 20, according to my earnest expectation and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed. Okay, but that with all boldness as always, so now also Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body. Okay, whether it's in life, whether it's in death, we will magnify the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, we will testify our Savior openly, regardless if our life is on the line. We will still we will not budge. Okay, we will still as it says, like I said, testify our Savior openly. Okay, we will not forsake the Lord. We will follow him even unto death. Okay, we will strive for the truth even unto death, and the Lord shall fight for us, man. Okay, it says here, whether it be so now also Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. So even if some of us end up getting killed for this gospel's sake, for the name of Yahushai, okay, for the sake of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai and this gospel, okay, the Hamashiach will still be glorified, man. For to me, to live is Hamashiach and to die is gain. So whatever our life belongs unto the Lord, man. So whatever happens unto us, we will not forsake the Lord regardless of what happens, man. We're gonna follow the Lord even unto death. Okay. So it says here, Revelation 13 and 16, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark on their right hand or on their forehead. And there is no man, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So again, those that crack or that fold under the pressure during the time of the hour of temptation, we're not the elect, because the elect were predestined, and it's already in their programming that they will not worship the beast. Okay, it's already in their programming that they will not take the micro chip, the microchip. They will not take it. Okay, regardless if it puts their life in danger, regardless if they lose their job, regardless if they can't buy or sell, regardless if they become excommunicated of the society. They do not care, because they're gonna follow Yahushua even unto death. Right? That's the mindset that we're supposed to have, man. Okay. And again, there's gonna be in that persecution, like I said, that's the target. Those that fear the Lord, those are the target at the end of the day, because we're the main enemies to this society. We're the main ones that Isa knows that we're not going to bow down. So he wants us, that's why he's going to come down with great wrath. And that is why he's going to add to the bodies that's going to get piled up. Because Isa Edom coming down with great wrath, he doesn't care who you worship. Okay, he doesn't care what you do, as long as you bow down to the system. If you don't bow down, he's going to kill you. Okay, so if the Lord doesn't have mercy on you, if the Lord doesn't protect you, in that time you're going to die, man. Okay. So it says here in 2 Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So again, those that fear the Lord, like I said, they're the enemies of the society, and we're going to be targeted. Okay, they shall be like man sparing none, like crazy people, man. Okay, sparing none. This is going to be like Mad Max. It's going to be like Mad Max over here, man. Okay, it's going to, there shall be like Mad Men, like Mad Max. Okay, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay, for they shall waste and take away their goods. They shall take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, and then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So again, we're gonna have to go through that fire, and we're going through that fire now. But the hour of temptation, that fire is gonna be turned on max. Okay, so and that's why your faith, you're gonna have to walk in the spirit. You're gonna have to walk strictly based on faith, man. You can't be in the flesh in that time, because if you're in the flesh in that time, you're gonna fold. And that's why the Lord is in this time of this grace period. The Lord is allowing us to strengthen ourselves, whether by fasting and prayer, or by gathering with the brotherhood. The Lord is allowing us to strengthen our faith in the times to come, man. In the times that we're in right now, man, to prepare ourselves for the times to come. Okay. It says here, verse 74, 2 Ezra 16 and 74, "Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand." Well, the days of trouble are now, man. Okay? People think that, oh no, the Lord is going to come in 50 years. I know that the Lord is coming back, but not in my lifetime. The Lord is coming sooner than you believe. Salvation is nearer than we believe. Okay? So it's time to awake out of your sleep. Okay, it's time to, this is the time to prepare. While the doors of repentance are still open, this is the time that you want to seek the Lord, man. Okay, not when the trouble is here. Not when the microchip stations are already set up, man. That's not the time that you want to start looking for answers. You want to seek for answers right now, man. While the men of the Lord are in the highways and byways. While you still have some sort of liberties in this wicked world, man. Okay, this is the time where you should seek the Lord, man. Okay. Put not off from day to day. Okay, the salvation is nearer than we believe. Like I said, the evil and old evil is about to happen. Okay, you don't want to be left behind, man. Okay, so hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. And that goes into faith. Do you believe that the Lord is gonna come through for you, man? In the time of distress, where bodies are dropping left and right, do you believe that the Lord is going to be with you, man? That's when the faith that you've been exercising, that you've been practicing in, that you've been growing, okay, that you've been growing in, will come into play, man. So this is the time to get rooted in this truth and to grow, okay, in the faith and in the spirit, okay. So again, it says here, like I said, the Lord is sending these plagues. The Lord is causing these things to happen. That's the will of the Lord. The Lord is sending the spirits of vengeance to execute his will. Okay? So it says here in 2 Ezra 15 and 49, "I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy house with destruction and death." Okay? A time of great death. Okay? Verse 76, "Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, said the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee unto mischief." And that's speaking of these other nations. Okay, mainly these other nations, even the 2/3. As I said before, there's going to be a great persecution against the elect of the Most High, those that fear the Lord. Okay, then shall there be no who are my chosen. All right. So for those that persecuted the elect of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, as it says, it would have been better that they cast a millstone on their neck and they drowned. It would have been better for them to drown than to touch one of the elect. Okay, but again, the Lord said, "As you have done unto my elect, I shall do unto you as well, man." And the Lord said, "Give a reward unto her double." Okay, so all these people are gonna suffer, man. Okay, so it says here, "Thy children shall die of hunger." That's what's waiting for these people, man. Death, destruction, famine, pestilence, and hard time, evil. That's what's awaiting these people, man. All right. The future, it looks very grim. Okay. "Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and thine shall perish with the sword in the field. That they that be in the mountain shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh. They shall become cannibals." The time is gonna be so atrocious. Okay, so that we're gonna be in times that are so desperate that people are gonna turn to cannibals. Okay, and that these people can't even go a whole day without eating. 24 hours without eating. These people are gonna go crazy, man. After 24 hours, they're already promoting the people there's already these people already promoting cannibalism, man, eating people's flesh. Okay, so it's gonna be nothing for Isa Edom to revert back to his natural instinct. It's nothing for him to eat anything raw, man. Okay, so that's the times that we're going into, man. These people are gonna go crazy, man. They're gonna bug out, man. And again, that's the will of the Lord, to destroy these people, man. The times is gonna be so hard. The time like never before, as I mentioned before, man. No, not ever to this time. People are gonna become cannibals. And again, it happened before in the past, in history. Even Israel was committing acts of cannibalism. Okay, but now that time is coming back in the days soon come, man. We're gonna come back into the time where these people, your neighbor Greg and Selena, they're gonna turn into cannibals, man. And we saw that in the movie Book of Eli. That old couple, they were cannibals, man. They were inviting people in, but with smooth words, But at the end, they wanted to kill them. They killed them and ate them. Okay. So that's the time that we're coming into, man. Famine. Jacob's trouble is gonna bring out the worst in the people that are in the world. Those that don't walk according to the fear of Yahweh Bashim El Shai, the Jacob's trouble will bring out the worst in these people, man. Okay? Your friend, your best friend in the world that you thought you can trust, man. Man. Anyone that doesn't fear the Lord and walks according to his commandments, that walks in the light, you shouldn't trust these people, man. Okay? Again, it says here, they that shall be in the mountain shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood, for a very hunger of bread and thirst of water. All right? It says here in Nahum 3:3, the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain. There is a multitude of slain, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses, bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies. And that's gonna be a regular Monday. People dropping left and right, that's going to be regular. That's going to be old news, okay? We're coming into a time of great death, okay? And that's why you have to prepare yourself, man. A lot of people are going to bug out just because of that, man. But us, because the Lord has revealed his secrets unto us, that like I said, that is the will of the Lord. The Lord is setting everything up. In the heavens, the Lord is playing checkers, man. So like the Lord is playing chess, okay? So he's setting up the big knockout combo right now, man. Okay? The Lord is setting up the big play right now. And at the end, the checkmate is on its way, man. Okay? So again, it says here in Jeremiah 25:31, a noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord had a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. Like I said, the Lord will plead with fire shall the Lord plead with all flesh. Okay? He will give them that are wicked to the sword. Again, the Lord wants to punish the wicked. Okay? Said the Lord. They shall, so like thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation. All right? So don't just think that only the destruction is only gonna happen in Babylon, right? A lot of things. First off, the people took the gin and juice all over the world. Okay, the MOTB is gonna be taken all over the world. There's gonna be a global system. Everyone all over the world is gonna take the MOTB. Okay, and once that system crashes, okay, once there's a famine, okay, right, that's gonna be evils happening all over nation from nation to nation. All right, the time of the day of the Lord is darkness and only darkness, no brightness in it. Like I read before. Okay, so that being said, like I said, there's gonna be one situation after another situation and after another situation. You might hear, oh, something in France something happened in France, or something happened in Belgium, or something happened in Canada, or something happens in China, something happened in Japan, something happened in Australia. You know, a lot of things is gonna happen, man. All right, back and forth, man. It's gonna be non-stop tribulation. Okay, So it says here, behold, evil shall go forth from nations to nation, and a great whirlwind shall raise up from the coast of the earth, and the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. Okay? So it says here, 2 Ezra 16 and 17, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Okay? And that's Ezra speaking. He's going to come back in the reincarnation. He might already be here, but he's asking the Lord, who shall save me in those days? Okay? The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death. We are here in the time of great death. Okay? The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, the beginning of bad times. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. So that's already, people are going to die of famine. Okay? And others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay? So whether in war, civil war, race war, okay? They're going to die because of the sword. Okay? The modern day sword is the gun. Okay? And there's many swords out there, man. Who knows what Isa has that he's hiding in his bunkers or whatnot, man. Isa Edom is a devil, man. You don't know what that robotic dogs, super soldiers, we don't know, man. That's why we need the Lord to come and deliver us, because us as worms, Jacob is a worm. We have no defense here. A worm is defenseless. And this is exactly what we are in this society, defenseless. And that's why the Lord has to come and deliver us, man. The Lord has to come and redeem us, okay? So then verse 2 Ezra 16 and 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. The earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Verse 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. To the point where there's going to be so much, like I read before, except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. We're going to come into a time where there's going to be bodies on top of bodies, and there's not going to be one person to bury them, because there's going to be so much. The burying of bodies is only going to happen when we're in the kingdom of Yasha Allah. We're in the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and we make those Edomites, those elites, get to work. That's gonna be the first duty. They're gonna be grave diggers and buriers. Okay, so all the bodies that we're gonna see, all the bodies, we're gonna send one Edomite to go find the bodies, another Edomite to dig the hole, and another Edomite to dump the bodies in the hole, man. All right. So that's what's gonna happen, man. That's the first job that Isa Edom is gonna, that the elites of Isa Edom are gonna do in the beginning of the kingdom of Israel. Okay. So it says here in Jeremiah 14 and 14, then the Lord said unto me, prophesy. Salakia. I'm gonna skip that one. Salakia. So it says here in looks like I can close out. Okay. Salakia. I'm gonna close up with this. Yeah. There's no need to make it long. There's no need to prolong it. I guess you guys got the point. We're coming in a time of great death. We're coming in a time of sorrow. We're coming in a time of distress. We're coming in a time where these people are going to despair. We're coming in a time where these people are going to be like Mad Max. We're coming in a time where your faith is really going to be put to the test. All right. So it says here in 2 Ezra 14 and 14, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. Be a man. Okay. And again, be a man of the Lord. Put away the weak. Put off the weak nature. Okay. Strengthen your faith. Okay. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Put them on the side. All this doesn't matter. Your bills, they don't matter in the times to come, man. I'm not saying right now. Right now, pay your bills, But in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, don't worry about your bills. Don't worry about how you're going to eat how are you gonna eat today, man? Don't worry about what's gonna happen, this and that. We're moving through faith. Okay? We're living by faith. Okay? That's what's gonna keep us going, man. Not anything carnal. In the times to come, we're gonna move solely on faith. That's gonna be the engine, the oil. That's gonna be the gas for our engine. It's gonna be faith. Without faith, we're not moving, man. Okay? So again, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So when they were talking about the pandemic, about all these people dying, a large number of people dying, the whole reason why they put the whole world on the lockdown, this is nothing compared to Jacob's trouble. Nothing. Okay? So we have to prepare ourselves mentally and spiritually, for the days that are about to happen. Constantly, mentally prepare yourself. As it says, let me bring it out real quick. I'll close it up with this. It's in Sirach. It says here in Sirach 18:23, before thy prayers, prepare thyself, and be not as one that tempteth the Lord. So you prepare yourself. When you make a prayer, before you even get on your knees to pray, or even if it's on your mind, or whatnot, you should already know what you're gonna ask, or you should already know what you're gonna think, where you're gonna pray about. Be not as one that tempteth the Lord, man. Okay? Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end. Like I said, the time of great death. Think about all that's gonna happen, man. The dystopia that the world is gonna be into, man. Okay? So think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and at the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face. Okay? So that's the mindset that you're supposed to have, man. Think upon the death, the destruction, and the famine, the evils that are about to happen, and pray for the Lord to have mercy on you in those days. Pray that the Lord strengthen you in those days. Pray that the Lord guides you in those days. Pray that he keeps you and delivers you from the evils. Okay? As Yahushua said, I pray not for the world. It's like I pray not that you take them out the world, but I pray that you deliver them from the evils. Right? As Yahushua is still doing at this time. Yahushua is still praying for us. Okay? So that being said, we still have to believe. We still have to believe, and we still have to have faith that he will come through for us. Whether in death or whether in life, the Lord will deliver us. All right? So we're coming in a time of great death. These people don't know it. These people are in La La Land. All right? And let it be so, man. If they don't hearken unto the word of Yahweh Hashem El Shai, if they don't hearken unto the warning, their blood is going to be on their hand. Okay? So that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying. We're coming in a time of great judgment. We're coming in a time of great death. Okay? That being said, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and elder bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation, peace, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, of the house of David, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, pushing for the word where the people hear for bear, and waiting on Yahushai to come and deliver us. All right? Shalom, shalom, DTA abababa, kwam yashala, DTA abababa, shalom, shalom, shalom. Soon, until next lesson, shalom.